what's nuts, like you're like killing people, right?
The whole aspect of stage combat is to be able to run a fight again and again and again, hundreds of days in a row if necessary, and never have anyone get hurt. Some of the easiest rules to explain and understand, very simplest rules, are what we call in distance, offline, online, out of distance. That means if we are close enough to actually hit each other, any attack we do is off the line of where it would normally hit someone. Those are the basic safety rules that if those are followed, there's really technically no way anyone can get hurt.
I tend to aim where it's going to hurt the most. That's a rule I tend to follow. They're padded. They can take it. He hurts me all the time. I figure it's fire. Well, I'm the assistant instructor in this class, and right now I am 2 tests away from being a fight director in this company.
I'm an assistant teacher here, and on occasion, if it's allowed, I actually teach a German longsword class.
I assist Doc in teaching when he needs someone to stand there with him and do a move so he can show how a person would react to that move. I do that. I also, when we get into groups and people partner up, I go around and inform them what they're doing wrong, encourage them on what they're doing right, and to help them move and understand combat better.
Pretty much anywhere. What we're looking at today is sword and shield technique, and this is a technique of sword fighting that was popular around the Middle Ages. I've trained with a variety of other masters in various types of longsword, or various types of sword, longsword being one of them, small sword, the dueling saber, and my most recent extensive training has been tomahawk and bowie knife. There are a handful of classes in colleges and universities throughout the state, and actually throughout the entire United States. There's not that many of us.
I actually got into it looking at the course catalog.
I was just looking through the LCC's classes and then just saw stage combat and
This sounds amazing.
thought, awesome, had to take that.
You're learning how to fight, yeah, but you're learning how to fight historically. Like, it's a kind of, Doc Lennox is a kind of historian, and that's what we're learning. We're learning how to fight like they did. And I love that. I love to continue onwards and be able to say, no, that's how they fought on those boats. You know, pirates fought on those boats. And be able to say, oh, that's how Native Americans fought with their tomahawks. And they actually thought they were acting like wolves or deer or whatever their animal totem was. And you know, Doc teaches all of that.
My cognate studies in my PhD were in historical combat. So basically it was my minor in my PhD. So I had to study all this stuff. You don't see cutlasses on ships anymore. That went out with the mid-1800s when the pirates were pretty much finished in the Caribbean area. For those times when we go full out, and we do that because it's important for our fighters to really understand combat theory. In order to be good fighters and look good on stage, they need to understand how combat theory really works in a real life situation.
Learned a lot from him. I really view him as my mentor, and without him, I don't think I'd have my love for theater.
I love stage combat.
He makes himself very accessible for his students. He treats you like a human being and like a person. He respects you, and you come to respect him as well because of that. And he's really intelligent, and he knows what he's talking about.
Oh, I absolutely love this class. It's actually it's my favorite class that I have so far.
I think Doc is one of the most capable instructors I've ever had. I mean, he's rough around the edges, but the guy's got a heart of gold. He'll respect you and guide you no matter what you need. As long as you're respectful, you don't screw around, Doc will teach you everything you want to know.
Bumps and bruises, you're never going to get away from in this business. But I can keep you from going to the hospital, and that's the important thing.